Am I the asshole for telling my wife's family they can't cook in our Airbnb? My wife and I have 2 kids, 6 and 3, and my wife has 2 siblings. 1 brother, living in Cali and soon to be married later this summer. 1 sister, married with 3 kids all under 10 and both her parents, still married. We are pretty close with my wife's family, spend a lot of time with them, and all the kid cousins get along super well. I have a very good relationship with everyone. The brother is getting married later this summer in Southern California. The rest of the family, including us, live in the Midwest. We've planned a big 7-night family vacation down to SoCal for the wedding. I proposed that our family, 4 of us, plus my sister-in-law's family, 2 adults, 3 kids, and my wife's parents, 2 adults, rent a house for the 7 nights we will be in SoCal. My reasons were, more space for everybody instead of living out of a suitcase in a hotel for 7 nights. Have a kitchen available to cook and eat together instead of eating out for every single meal. My son has a severe anaphylactic allergy to nuts, so eating out can often be stressful for us as a family. Initially, everyone was on board. I estimated that renting a large enough house via Airbnb would be approx $300 per night per family unit, so $900 a night split 3 ways. There are cheaper ones, but they would be too far from the wedding venue. My sister-in-law and my parent-in-law learned that hotel rooms are available for approx $150 worse night. They've now bailed on the house idea and have reserved hotel rooms. It's their money, and I understand renting a house is a lot of money to pay above the hotel rates. I have no issue with them changing their mind. My wife and I still want to stay in a house, mainly for access to a full kitchen, so we booked an Airbnb. The smaller house will cost us about $350 worse night, so we'll be spending about $350 more than planned. 50 by 7 nights. We've booked the Airbnb, and the free cancellation period has now expired. We can't cancel without losing money. When my wife's family learned that we booked an Airbnb, they said, "Oh great, we can come to your house to cook food." I said no. If you wanted to cook, then you should have reserved a house with us. Not make us pay the extra for accommodations with a kitchen, and then take advantage of that. If you want to use the kitchen cover, the extra $50 per night, we have to pay, and then you can use it. They say I'm being unreasonable and greedy. Am I the asshole? The dollar figures are not the real numbers, but they get the story across. Hard, no, just based on the peanut allergy and them possibly contaminating the area. Not the asshole. I'm not worried about this. They've always been respectful and accommodating about the allergy. Maybe if they use the kitchen, they include your family in the meal, but pay for all the supplies. The polite thing to do would be for them to offer this without you having to ask. Or $50. You specifically got the rental to include a kitchen. They cheaped out and now want a free ride. Not the asshole. Read the rules on the Airbnb. There is a good chance then them even coming over will give you a nice fine fee. We always have issues finding rentals that allow niece-nephew schmill to come over for a game night/pizza night when visiting family. It would fall under rules about parties or extra guests. Not the asshole. This is quite entitled. You're correct. If they wanted a kitchen, they should have gone in on this with you. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend not to call my dad doctor? My girlfriend recently got her doctorate. I'm obviously very happy for her and proud of her. Since then, she has been greeting my father as Dr. last name. Although he does have a doctorate degree, no one has ever called him that, and he told me it makes him uncomfortable. I asked her to not call him that. She says that she wants to be polite and call him by his title. She now wants to be called doctor when my parents greet her as well. I understand it's a massive accomplishment, but I don't think she should expect my parents to call her doctor, and she should not call my dad doctor if he asks her not to. She thinks I'm trying to downplay what she did, but I'm not. Am I the asshole? I get that your girlfriend is proud of her accomplishments, but she needs to tone it down outside of a formal, professional, or academic setting. Your dad is probably uncomfortable because he knows making family and acquaintances use his academic title is obnoxious as all hell. If she wants to be polite, she would follow social conventions and use titles when appropriate. If she's not at your parents in her capacity as an academic doctor, then she doesn't get to be called doctor. OFC, she can insist, but she's going to risk alienating a lot of people in her personal sphere. Yeah, she's not trying to be polite at all. That's so fake. Not the asshole, and she is pretentious as I have a doctorate. I have people call me by my first name because I'm not an insecure child. Damn, tell her to grow up. I have a buddy. His initials are DD. When he got his doctorate in engineering, I started calling him 3D. The only exception is in engineering meetings. I'm not an engineer, I'm a field guy, where someone new has a big ego that needs to be deflated a bit. Then I introduce my two good buddies as Dr. D. Peng PhD and Dr. E. Peng PhD. That usually reduces ego size down to a level required for smooth functioning of an integrated team. Although he does have a doctorate degree, no one has ever called him that. And he told me it makes him uncomfortable, not the asshole. If he's asked not to be called that, then calling him that is disrespecting him. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.